Where is the start? Start streaming. Yes. Subscribe to earn drops. Oh, okay, and then we have to...
Oh, share chat.
Subscribe to earn... Yeah. Oh my god, Serp, you're so fast.
Hi, Serp. I am not wearing my gamer wrist brace.
How do you do that? Every time. Oh, okay, you got it. You invite me.
Welcome back to Stream Together.
Oh, I think I was supposed to ping Mayo before going live. He was like, can you do that for your next stream? But I didn't do that.
Hi, John. Subscribe to earn drops.
Yeah, I don't know what drops.
Oh, is that Duolingo?
It's just drops.
Huh. But it looks like the Duolingo owl.
Oh, yeah.
Right? But didn't they, like, change their mascot? I have no idea.
View details. Oh, it's sub for 3 months of free Super Duolingo.
I see.
So it is a Duolingo related one.
Are you fluent in any languages? Any new languages, Serp?
Did you already ping? I need to ping.
Did I? Yes. There you go. Oh my god. Chris is live.
Oh my gosh, Otis live. Yippee. The owl. No, I think we just got confused between like the Drops logo versus Duolingo logo.
Oh no, but I thought they did like change their logo.
Oh, I
don't know. Wasn't it a whole thing? They killed the owl. Sorry.
Oh, maybe. No, don't be sorry. You're good. You're good. Mayo, I forgot to ping you before I went live.
Hi, Mayo.
Yeah, this will be interesting. This will be very interesting because, yeah, so this morning I was at my friend's house to watch the Grand Prix, and she was learning how to knit as well. Then it was funny because I was working on my Ghost Whisperer. I'll show it during the thing. And hi, CZ.
Hi, CZ.
And then I was like, damn, this is the first time in months that I've had like Knitting Mojo. Mm-hmm. And then I had to leave. So
no.
It was unfortunate.
Yeah, summer is rough. I definitely slowed down also.
Yeah.
I feel like. But in like a very specific way, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. Like I had a lot of mojo for smaller projects.
Mm-hmm. I like barely had any knitting mojo. Like I feel like I was like getting things done to get things done. Rather than like actually wanting. I think the only time I was actually wanting to knit on something was when I was on my trip, my cabin trip, where like we were just like chilling, and so I would like knit while we were like playing games or watching a movie or whatever. Like I think that was really the only time. So, but I feel like it was also chill because like I didn't really have to worry about dinner like every day because we each got assigned one day for food, so I didn't really have to worry about that. So I mean, it was just chill.
Yeah, that sounds nice. Yeah.
Oh, marketing thing about the Duolingo owl dying. Okay.
Yes. Okay. What is the beverage? Important question.
Yeah, it's like plum juice from the Chinese place that I ordered takeout from on Friday. But we also got boba today. Got like burgers and boba, and yeah, but boba's in the fridge for tomorrow. Hi, Hydra! Oh my gosh!
Hi, Hydra.
Hi, Queens by Queens. Hope you're doing well. Yes, I left. Burgers were fire for sure, and I have my leftovers as well in the fridge, so that will be really yummy.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah, this is like way sweeter than I thought it was going to be. So, but that's okay.
I don't think I've ever had just straight up plum juice. Yeah,
it's like John. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I don't know how to
I had plum wine
describe it.
yesterday.
Ooh,
That
wait,
was
yeah. How's your
tasty.
like? You've been trying to drink whiskey or like incorporate whiskey and
Oh,
something
no,
like
no, no. We
that?
just got some Jack Daniels to do Jack and Coke last week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so that's like as far as it goes. Well, okay, I could see myself like expanding. I'm like trying to work on my liquor cabinet and having like a well-rounded like liquor cabinet. So I've like
Hmm.
done a lot of investing, and like it's a nice thing to ask for like Christmas and birthdays or whatever. Like if you don't know what you want, just like, oh, a nice bottle of like whatever, common
Hmm.
alcohol. So, yeah, so I've been like slowly working on expanding it. So this is my first whiskey, actually, Jack Daniels. But I was in Ireland, and they like Irish whiskey is a thing. So, and I did have some good whiskey in Ireland. I just haven't gotten any Irish whiskey at home.
Hmm.
So Jack will have to do for now. Um, if it's like plum in a juice, I'll surprise Pikachu.
Yeah, I do think it's like kind of an Asian restaurant thing, or like it's like an Asian thing, the plum juice. But then I'm like, yeah, I don't know if they like juice a plum or like if there's other stuff in
Mm-hmm.
it. I'm not actually sure.
Yeah. Exactly. It is a very like Meeker collect thing also cuz
Mm.
like I'm, accumulating bottles that I don't go through very quickly and then figuring out what I can do with them. Hi Fedge.
Hmm.
Juice the
Hello,
plum.
hello. All right, should we go ahead
Yeah.
and get
Let's
started?
do it.
I guess I didn't really figure out what whips I'm going to talk about, so I only have one in
Ooh.
front of me, but that's okay.
Um, yeah, so if you haven't been here before for a knitting pod, this is our knitting podcast. So these follow a pretty like typical knitting podcast format where we talk about what we've been working on, what we've finished, what we're currently working on, and then any like yarn we've acquired, like and so ours covers the last quarter, so this is Q3 2025.
Yes, and I forgot what you said about your you said you had a decent amount of
I have a decent
acquisitions,
amount of
right?
acquisitions because I
And I
did go to
also,
Ireland.
yeah, and I did go to Flock Fiber Festival within this quarter.
Yes.
The last two flocks we had flock specific episodes for.
Yeah,
But
true,
this year
because
we
we
did
were
not
both there.
did not go
Yeah, I
to
didn't go to
flock
Flock
this
this
year.
year. So sad.
Um, yeah, but my entire haul will be today, so.
Nice.
GG 10 stream streak, Mayo. That's wild.
Mando!
Oh my god, hi Mando.
With
Okay,
the not allowed in Chris chat emote.
no, I've unbanned a press one ooh, and then
Oh.
I think it's yeah, like ooh itself is not banned. It just doesn't show up for me. So
Mm-hmm. Oh, that makes
yeah.
sense.
Long time no see, true.
Hi, S.
Hi S.
Fiber things. Yes.
Um,
Okay, yeah. So we can start
I
with.
will.
Are you wearing any knitwear?
I am not. The thing that I was planning on wearing today is not dry, so.
Oh, bummer.
But I see you're wearing yours.
Yes, I am wearing my camisole number 10. This was
Cute.
a finished object last time, and I think that I even tried it on. Awoo!
Yeah. Awoo.
Sorry, my channel points redemptions. Maybe I don't have
Oh,
to
I
honor
was like, I don't
those.
see that in the.
Hi, nerdy. Yeah,
Hi,
we've got
nerdy.
knitting, and we do have some hauls to talk about. So
Yes.
buckle up. Um, but yeah, this is my camisole number 10 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. I knit it in Amano Yarns Aini in the color Red Apple. And this is the size large. I finished this in June. And so it's like sort of a summery garment, but I made it, the yarn I used is alpaca silk. So it's not like the most summery garment at 80% alpaca and 20% silk. It's pretty fuzzy, pretty warm actually. Um,
It's so cute. Oh, I like the rolled hem and the rolled neckline. Those look good.
Yeah, so it has like, it's like a pretty basic knit and it doesn't have a lot of finishing details. So like you work the edges for the armhole like as you go, which is really nice. And then I think there's an option to add an I-cord on the neckband. And then obviously you could add an I-cord if you want on the bottom, but I just left it how it was with the raw edge and the rolled stockinette. And this knit up pretty fast. It took me about a month to do. So that's pretty fast for me. But yeah, I like this. I don't wear it like a whole lot just because like it is kind of in that weird spot where like warm tank top, like when do you wear a warm tank top? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I feel like it's a little like, I mean, and that's obviously on me for the yarn choice, but I was like, I had this yarn and I didn't know what I wanted to do with it forever. And so I feel like using it in this was like a good, it like turned out well and I'm like happy that I have it. So yeah.
Cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
But that's what I'm wearing. Do you want to start with finished objects? Because you have more.
Yeah, I guess I'll probably start. I normally hand wash almost all of my hand knits.
Yeah,
I do use a lot of like superwash yarn and stuff like that, but I don't normally machine wash it. I think there's one superwash crochet top that I made earlier this year, actually. I think I talked about it in our Q2 podcast, probably. Wait, was that this year? It was last year. Oh my god, last year's Q2. So Q2 2024, wow. I probably talked about it because it was for Bonnaroo last year.
That's crazy.
And I have machine washed that one. And then I have machine washed some of my like linen cotton, but I don't think I necessarily prefer it. So I would rather hand wash it.
Yeah, I've machine washed my vacation vest, which is 100% cotton.
Yep.
And yeah, if I have like superwash socks, usually I'll machine wash those and then let them air dry. But everything else I hand wash. But I don't wash it every time I wear it. Is like an important thing there. Because hand washing is like kind of a lot of effort, but wool is generally like self-cleaning. So unless it's like a really close-fitting, you know, sort of summery, or maybe not summery, but like close-fitting like top that you're getting sweaty in, then I feel like maybe you don't need to wash it every time you wear it. So
yeah. So the first thing that I'll talk about is my Ribka pouch.
Cute.
So I have a camera in it, so I made the pouch specifically to put my camera in. Hi, Lerb.
Hi, Lerb.
And yeah, let's see, the Ribka pouch.
That's so cute.
Is a pattern by Zofia Ratasiewicz.
Okay.
Of Rat and Sea Witch. And yeah, it's really cute. So I did not follow the pattern measurements. You basically knit like the fish in like 2 pieces and then you single crochet them on the side. And then you kind of fold over this stockinette part to make a little tube for your I-cord, to kind of like make a little cinch pouch thing. So I used leftover sock yarn. This is the Gems Luxe Fibers. In the color Sagittarius that I got from Flock Fiber Festival 2023. And I made the hibernal socks with it and then used my leftovers for this. I held the yarn double and used 3mm needles, I believe. And then, yeah, so I kind of just like cast on the number of stitches that would be the width of, or like the size of my camera.
Mm-hmm.
And then basically just eyeballed how many rows to do, so that it would fit in there. And then for the I-cord, I held it single and I used I think just the normal I-cord maker tool. What is it called?
Oh, your cordsmith.
Yes, cordsmith. I use the normal size cordsmith to make the I-cord ties, and then I just made a little knot there because I thought it was cute.
It is cute.
Yeah. Very chill, very quick, easy project, super fun. I think that like single crocheting around the side, you don't necessarily need to do. It's super easy, and it's like a fun detail, but you could also just seam it for like more seamless.
Yeah.
It is cute. I love the tail, by the way.
It's so cute.
It's like half twisted rib.
Yeah, it looks so good.
So cute. Yeah, so that is finished object number 1.
Yay. Love it. I also have made a bag. I showed this as a whip last time, or as a work in progress last time. But this is my dumpling bag. So you put one handle through the other, so it kind of like folds up like a little dumpling. And the handles are different lengths to accommodate the like dumpling shape. But it's just a little bag, really, just a little guy. And this is a free pattern from Purl Soho. And I made it with Rowan Creative Linen. I didn't use my whole 100 grams. I have like a little bit left, but like more than a tiny bit. I would say like probably 15-ish grams ballpark. And I tried to do a modification to use up all of my yarn. So I forget what exactly the pattern wants you to do, but I think in the pattern you knit the body of the bag first. Okay, I'm remembering. So in the pattern, you do a provisional cast on, knit the body of the bag from the bottom up, and then you knit each strap, and then you graft the end of the strap back down to the other side of the bag once you've finished it, and then you also graft the bottom of the bag together. So my first modification was, in order to avoid grafting at the end, I just did a Judy's Magic cast on, and I think it looks pretty good. I mean, it pretty much has the same effect as if you would have grafted the stitches. So pretty seamless on the bottom. And then the second modification I did was I knitted the straps first, and I made the bag wider. So I think I ended up casting on about 20 more stitches than the pattern calls for. And that was just me trying to use up all my yarn. So I thought, like, oh, if I knit the straps first and then knit the body of the bag, like, as, you know, using up pretty much all my yarn, and then graft everything together that needs to be grafted, like, which was just grafting the sleeves on, then I could use up my yarn and have a cute little bag. But I think I got to a certain point with the bag, and I was like, if I keep going up, like, it's just going to look weird proportionally. Like, if this gets any taller based on, like, how wide it is, I feel like, I don't know, I just was, like, not feeling like making the bag any longer. So, I stopped and I grafted on the straps, and I feel like I did a pretty good job with the grafting. There's, like, a few tension inconsistencies, but, you know, I Kitchener my sock toes all the time, so I feel pretty comfortable with it. And then there's this middle part where you just bind off and you don't have any, like, finishing. So yeah, so that was my dumpling bag by Purl Soho, the modifications I made, and the yarn that I used. The bag does turn out quite small, I guess. Just like, that was something that I read in a lot of Ravelry projects. Like, it is supposed to be like a wristlet, but I feel like mine is like 20 stitches bigger. Like, so it's wider and it's taller than the pattern recommends. But like, so even then it's still like a pretty small bag. So I feel like this is like a in the purse bag for me, like a bag in a bag, or just like right now it's holding my other finished objects, so it's a good like sock project bag or something, but it is quite small. So, like, I think surprisingly small based on the photo. I don't know. Like, probably if I looked at the photo again, I'd be like, oh yeah, no, that's like probably about the size that it is. But, just, yeah, the size of it did kind of surprise me. So, yeah, that's my dumpling bag.
Cute. Yeah, so at SERP, I think that you should try to stop overextending your knee in like periods of time.
I agree.
Yeah, but I feel like it's just mostly like, well, because I remember I like asked for tips on standing, and Susie was like, "Oh, like you should have your weight evenly distributed between your legs and a slight bend." And like I've been doing that way more consciously because I normally sit in one hip, and then it like hurts. But whenever I actually consciously like, yeah, keep a slight bend, keep my weight evenly distributed, then like, yeah, everything is like good. You just have to think about it. But
yeah,
it's
Stop calling me out.
But yeah, okay. My next finished object. I laughed because mine is also a free pattern from Pearl Soho.
Yay!
It's the mixed rib hat.
Oh, cute.
Here we go. It's really cool. I obviously haven't worn it, but it's supposed to be a folded brim like this. Nice. So it's mixed rib because it has 2x2 rib here, and then it changes to like, I think this is 5x3 rib here, on the like actual body of the hat. And I don't know, I really like it. I cast it on the adult small, I believe it was. And I'm using Paisley Knits Salty Erin in Green Eyes Fried Rice from the Harry Styles collection, but I got it off of a sale. I haven't been woven in the ends yet, clearly, but I know I did wash and block it, so
cute.
Yeah, I'm excited to wear it for the season, but it'll be fun. I'm pretty sure I just like finished it mostly like on a car ride for a hike or something. I think the main modification that I made was I ended up doing like a wrap and turn so that my 2x2 rib was like the side that was supposed to be the outside was actually inside, because I think I ended up liking it better since it flipped turn.
Yeah.
And the other modification I made was with the brim, because normally it does one of the things where you like close it with just like running your
you like pull the yarn
running the yarn through all the live stitches and then cinching it closed, and I don't really like how that looks when you don't have a pom-pom, which this hat doesn't even, you're not supposed to have a pom-pom. So I did an extra, I think you're supposed to end with like 24 stitches or something like that, so I just did an extra decrease round where I decreased knit two together every single one, so there were 12 stitches, and then I just used a Kitchener to put it together, which I guess it doesn't look the cleanest because like at the top here you basically do some like cable crossing shenanigans, and then it does look good with the circle. I just like didn't love it, and so I think it looks a little bit weird with the Kitchener, but not like that weird, and especially not very weird when it's like on your head. And yeah, I don't know, I do like it better that way, so yeah, chill little hat.
Nice.
And then you have one more finished object?
I have two more, but they're small.
You have two more, okay. Yeah. I will, yeah.
You want to do another one?
Oh, okay. No, I think I have three more, so that's basically fine.
Well, my 3-year wedding anniversary is on November 4th.
Yes.
And I have had a tradition, apparently unbeknownst to my husband, but I give him a pair of socks every year for our anniversary. So this year I finished the socks a whole month early.
Oh my God. Know. Wait, you finished both? I only finished one.
They're both
Whoa. Cute.
So these they're like kind of self-drafted, but I've made socks with this stitch pattern before from a paid-for pattern, but I like didn't use that pattern at all. I just did my own stitch count and like did the stitch pattern, but it's pretty much, I don't know if it's called thermal stitch or a waffle stitch or like 2x2 broken rib or whatever, but you knit 2, purl 2 for 2 rounds, and then you knit for 2 rounds. So, yeah, and then I did like a decently long leg, but like shorter than the other socks I've made for him, I think. And then this was my first time doing a short row heel.
Ooh.
So good. That was fun. There are some holes. I don't know if it'll really show, but like maybe if I put my hand in it.
Okay.
You can
I feel like it's so not noticeable.
Yeah. They're not like super big, but it definitely, like if you're looking at it in person, the holes are more pronounced on one side than the other. So I think it's probably just like a case of knit two together versus SSK being different. And then I just did like a basic wedge toe. And the bottom of the foot does not have the texture pattern on it. So those are the socks. This yarn is a hand-dyed sock yarn that I got at Old Orchid Yarnery in Orchid, California, which is like halfway between here and LA, pretty much. This is the color Space Force, and it's just a white with black speckles, pretty much.
Cute. Yeah, I like the color a lot.
I guess I should mention for the short row heel, I did use a pattern. The Fisher Folks Fancy Sock Set by Stone Knits is where I got the instructions for the short row heel. But yeah, they turned out really nice, and James likes them, so I'm happy that he likes them. Thank you for the GGs on 3 years.
GG 3 years.
Yeah.
Okay, Mayo redeemed a show off a pair of socks for newest socks you have. They're not hand knit. It's really funny. They're actually on my floor because I haven't used them yet. They're literally still in packaging. I got a new pair of like block socks, like dance socks. So this is not a hand knit item. This is just for Mayo's little redeem. They're just black socks with like little like rubber
grippy
tread, and it has like extra thick arch support on it as well. I think they were on sale, which is why I bought them, but I have 2 pairs already. I have a pair of black and then I have a pair of nude. Honestly, I don't like them that much. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're just like really thick and I prefer feeling the ground. So yeah, I don't know. What does that even look like in socks? It's on the bottom, so it's like on the toe and the heel, basically. Oh, the arch support. It's just like more. You can have it in hand knit socks as well. You basically just like add like extra compression in the arch, and so these have extra compression in the arch. Whereas like in knitting, I think you can just add like tighter things. I think Summer Lee has a pattern actually specifically for more arch support in hand knit socks.
Yeah, I've seen it where people do like ribbing in that section. I'm sure you could do other things, change your gauge or add a reinforcement thread or something.
Yeah, different techniques. It's interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, for compression socks, I really like Bombas. They're like just regular socks are also just super comfortable. And then their compression socks are good too. But back to the finished object, I have my Ingrid top by Gregoria Fibers.
Cute.
This was my top that I made for Flock this year. The yarn is Porter Wool Co. Sport Weight in the color Flock 2023, I think. It might be called Flock Party, but it's their color from Flock 2023. I made the second size. I did size up my needles. The pattern calls for 3.5 millimeter, and I used 3.75. So I probably shouldn't have done this because it is a little bit big for me. And it like grew with blocking, even though I blocked my swatch. I'm pretty sure I shouldn't have sized up needles. It is a little big. And so this I did actually throw in the dryer to try to shrink it down a little bit, which I think it did because after I blocked it, because basically for Flock, I finished this at like 3 or 4 a.m. the day of Flock. Basically, Flock was on Saturday and I finished it on like Saturday at 3 or 4 a.m. And so I steam blocked it. to open up the eyelets and stuff. And then when I actually went to wet block it, because like I brought it on a trip, I needed to wash it, it like grew a lot. So I do think that putting it in the dryer did help. I mean, it's still like big, but it's not as big as it was right after I wet blocked it. So that's good. I think I mostly followed everything to pattern. I think because my gauge is a little bigger, the like sleeve part is a little longer. The front from the sleeve separation or whatever. But I followed the number of rows. And then I think I followed the length or number of rows as well. And so this is actually my first like tank that I've made that comfortably tucks into pants, which is pretty cool. There's a little folded hem. The armholes are like, yeah, just like a little rolled armhole situation, because it's like a couple rows of stockinette, and then you just like bind off and let it roll. The neckband is an issue, so I made this along with my friend Christina, and we both made the exact same top, and we both had issues with the neckline. I think we both just picked up too many stitches. I think we both followed the pickup rate in the pattern, and it just was too many stitches, but this was literally the last thing I did before flock, so I was like, I'm just gonna knit it, it'll be fine. And mine isn't too bad. It definitely flares because I have too many stitches picked up, so you can see that this like flares forward. It's not too bad when I wear it, so like not bad enough that I really want to redo it. I think Christina's redoing hers though. But I think that is just like a caution thing, that the pickup rate in the pattern may not necessarily be what you want to pick up. I mean, I did pick up way more stitches than what they said in the pattern as well. It's just I followed the pickup rate.
Yeah.
Ended up with more stitches, you know?
Yeah.
So, and I didn't want to redo it, but yeah, I don't know. Super chill. I like the pattern. It's fun. It's cute.
The yarn is so like happy.
It is so happy. I love it.
Very cute. And you got to wear it at Flock too?
Yes.
Nice.
We both went to both days of Flock, and so this is what we specifically made for this year's Flock. But the second day, we also both wore our vacation vests, which we made at completely different times. But we were like, oh, that's another matching make. Yeah. So it was fun to match like both days.
Yeah, that's cute. Cool. Well, my last finished object is the Brioche Bandana by Garnog Slicked. And it is a brioche bandana. It has asymmetrical increases and decreases, so it gives it this like sort of irregular border, which is cool. But I knit mine, well, so the pattern calls for DK weight yarn, and I knit mine using a DK weight yarn. This is Knit Picks Capra DK, which is a wool cashmere blend. And I had like a little bit left over from a different project, so I wanted to use it up. So I knit the smallest size in the pattern, but I knit mine on 4mm needles instead of, I think the pattern calls for like 2.5, 3mm needles. Okay. So I was just a millimeter up, I guess. But, and I know for brioche you want to size down, but I feel like the scale of it looks fine. So yeah, this was like a pretty quick couple day long project. I'm like pretty happy with how it turned out. I have so much hair. Okay. Ugh.
Cute.
And it's just like a little neck scarf situation.
Cute.
I don't know how much wear I'll actually get out of it. I don't really like have things like these that I've like bought from stores, you know, like that I wear. I do have one scarf, and I did wear it to Outside Lands. But, and this one isn't really long enough to be like, you know, super versatile as like a headband or, you know, things like that either. So I think this would have to be like either like on my bag or around my neck like this. But I do think it's cute, and it would be like a cute pop of color, and the yarn is super nice and soft, which I do think that Knit Picks Capra is a good gift knitting yarn because it is very soft, but it's affordable because it's a cashmere blend. Although I have heard some things about Knit Picks having like a bug problem recently and not disclosing it to customers. So like,
Yikes.
tread with caution. I bought this at the end of last year, so hopefully very clear of the bug problem. But yeah, it was like a pretty straightforward pattern, pretty quick knit. Hopefully I'll knit more of these in the future, just like if I have leftover yarn or something. But it was kind of interesting. I've only done one brioche project in the past, and that was the Agnete cardigan. And in that one, there's not like a left-leaning decrease and a right-leaning decrease. You just do one kind of decrease. So I was surprised in this pattern when it detailed a left-leaning decrease and a right-leaning decrease in brioche. And they do look different, and they do like lean the correct way. But that was just something that was surprising to me because I kind of was just like, oh, in brioche you just decrease. It doesn't lean either way, you know. So yeah, that's this.
Cool. Okay, I have two more. Yeah, I've been talking about things in chronological order. So this one, I made a dress for my Labubu, which my Labubu's on my bag, and I don't feel like taking it off because it's kind of complicated to put on and off. So
Cute.
It looks like this. Oh this is also an acquisition. The next two are also acquisitions. So at Flock, Super Glow Fibers was she had like a whole, like, she called it Lafufu, so like the fake Labubu, but it's inspired by the colors from the Big Into Energy Labubu line. And then she had like blind boxes for her Labubu collection, which is really cute. So they were basically like surprise boxes with minis of the colors and then like stitch markers and stickers. So I got I think this is I want to say it's Happiness, but I'm forgetting the names of them. But obviously it's like the pink and yellow one. And so that's the surprise one that I got. And so I made a dress for my Labubu. So this is one of the patterns by M to the third, I believe, is the creator. Yeah, M to the third, who was also vending at Flock. So she has they have two patterns with a collection. They all have multiple patterns for the Labubu. So the pattern that I have has a little pinafore, has a satchel, it has a cardigan, and it has a beanie, which is so cute. And then they have one other collection as well, as far as I know, and they also sell yarn. So yeah, actually at Flock they were selling Labubus as well, but I didn't get there early enough for that. But yeah, so this is the pinafore. I basically followed it to pattern. It does have it starts bottom up. It does have a folded band at the bottom that they want you to do provisional cast on for, but I didn't feel like doing that, so I just did a long tail cast on, and then I sewed them together. But honestly, at this size, so difficult.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll try provisional next time. And then you are supposed to have like little buttons on the back for the straps here, but I just I don't have buttons that small, so I sewed it on. Or I didn't sew it on. I think I just like knit them together when I was binding off the strap. So yeah, very cute, very chill, very fun. I am hoping to make 3 more out of this. Maybe I'll just make 2 or 1. I will see, but I haven't started that. Just so I can match with some friends. And then let me go grab my other finished object. It's not dry yet, which is why it's not in front of me. So let me go grab that real quick.
Of course.
So I did finish my Ripple Crop Top Worsted by Jessie Maed.
Cute.
This way. But it is still wet because I blocked it yesterday. Yeah, so this is also an acquisition from Flock. It's using Ritual Dye's Undyne DK in whatever the color they call their black. And this is a Ripple Crop Top Worsted by Jessie Maed Designs. I made the size medium using the recommended needle size. I don't think I really did too many mods. I mean, I did the German twisted cast on. I think it probably calls for long tail. It's knit bottom up.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of my bind offs are Icelandic bind offs. It's just what I did with my wool one. But I will say my sleeve. Oh, I did knit. I think I added an extra inch to the body, and then I think I added an extra half or full inch on the sleeves. And I will say it flares out. Like when I tried it before blocking, the bind off and the end of the sleeve flares out. Which is a little unfortunate, but I mean, it is what it is. But it's fine. The other thing I'll say is like I love Undyne, so that's what my vacation vest was out of. But the black one specifically sheds so much.
Oh.
So when I was knitting, like I have black lint like everywhere because of knitting this. It's like very odd. And then it also bled a lot when I was washing it, which was the other thing I was going to mention about my vacation vest. I ended up machine washing and machine drying it, and I think machine drying it, I was doing it as an experiment. I think it faded the color a little bit more than I would have wanted. So yeah, maybe I won't do that next time. But yeah, that is just a no. But I do love Undyne generally. So still wet. I'm gonna put it back on its little sweater dryer thing. But
yeah, totally. Shedding and bleeding, yippee. Yeah, no, that's always unfortunate when that happens. This yarn actually shed a lot. The yarn that my camisole number 10 is out of, like, also shed a lot. So, like, my couch was covered in, like, little red lint when I was done with this. Yeah.
Show faded vacation vest. No, it's, like, put away in my closet.
Is there, like, a big difference between, like, from your other Ripple crop top other than the yarn fiber content?
No, I think like every mod that I did for my first one, I did for this one.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, it's really because my first Ripple crop top was same size, but it was using the cashmere merino blend of DK from EKF.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, this one is linen cotton blend. So yeah.
Got it. Yeah, I wonder if it'll be like more different over time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah. Cool. Did you have any more finished objects?
No, I'm done with FOs. And I think I'm only going to talk about one whip because it's the only one I'm working on right now. I have like abandoned ones, but like I haven't touched it
we all quarter, have so abandoned whips. Yeah, I have 5 whips to talk about.
Okay, I will go ahead and talk about mine so you can just like go.
Okay.
It's also what I've been working on. Yeah, so I finally, how I started the podcast, right? I finally picked up the sleeve for my Ghost Whisperer here. So, yeah, this one I started October 1st of 2024. It is currently October 5th, 2025. I picked up the sleeve. I'm using mohair from the Scranton Stitcher in Groovy Kind of Love, which I got from Flock 2024. And I'm pretty sure I'm knitting a small. Let me double check. Where'd it go? I do know I am making the smallest size sleeve just because like I just couldn't pick up enough stitches. And I like tried picking up like multiple times and it just didn't work. So I'm knitting the small. I mean, it's not that big of a difference, but
yeah.
Where is the pattern? There it is.
Hi, Oten.
Hello. Yeah, I'm making the size small. So, yeah. I don't think I really did anything too interesting. I did obviously lengthen it. But yeah.
I'm excited to one day be done with my Ghost Whisperer. I mean, you're at least talking about yours and working on it. I'm not even.
Yeah, but you have 5 other projects to talk about.
Yeah. Well, cool. I'll start with the project that is probably even more like never going to be done. Which is somewhere. My Lunan tee.
Oh.
Yeah. This is a pattern by Rebecca Clow. I believe last time I showed it, I would have had part of the back panel. So now I have finished the back panel and one front panel.
Cute.
And I'm working on the other front panel. So this is a 3x1 rib top. The pattern has variations for like a polo neck or a round neck, so I'm doing the round neck. And I'm using Sandnesgarn Mandarin Petite in the color 2102, which is like this pretty sunny yellow color. I don't know that it's exactly my color, but I think it's nice. And I bought this yarn, so I'm trying to use it. I guess that's one thing I'll say about my whips is like I've been in this place of like trying to make sure I'm using the older yarn in my stash. And so I've been like I feel like there was a time where I was like pretty aggressively casting on things with like just because I was like wanting to use older yarn. So that's kind of how I came to have 5 whips and like 6 abandoned projects. But it's fine. We're fine. So this is a fingering weight. Oh, the pattern also has options for fingering weight and DK. So I'm doing the fingering weight option. So that means the yarn is thinner and it takes a very long time to see progress on it. This yarn is also 100% cotton, so I hope to be able to machine wash this one day.
That would be nice.
Yeah, and it's interesting. It's like plied cotton. Like I want to say there are like 4 or 5 plies. I guess 4 ply would make sense, but yeah, so I think the pattern is like well written and it's been pretty smooth going. It just takes forever. Like I even took this to Ireland and then I didn't end up knitting very much in Ireland. Because like we had a lot of long car rides, but I was like locked in like as the navigator because it was like if we made one wrong turn, we were like on some rural road. Yeah, and it was crazy. So yeah, I think I feel like the fit is pretty, like it looks my size, so I'm like happy with that. I don't think there's too much to say about this. It's been pretty straightforward. It just takes a long time. And I'm knitting it on what? US 2.75 millimeter needles.
So small.
Yeah, it's a small needle project. But yeah, that's my Lunan tee.
Cute. I don't know if you were looking closely, but I like had weird stitches.
Oh no.
But I fixed it.
Okay.
GG. The freaking Ghost Whisperer is like so difficult because it's like tiny,
the single
tiny
strand,
yarn, and 6.5 millimeter needles. So
fun, energetic combo. True serve. It is very spring vibes. Yeah, that's the other like the places I'm at right now are like 1 trying to use up old stash, and then 2 trying to decide if I'm finishing all my summer projects that I haven't finished. So, speaking of summer projects I haven't finished, I will show you my Rota sleeveless top.
I forgot about this. Did I tell you? I told you that there were so many of these at Flock, right?
Yeah.
They looked so good.
It is like a very cute, striking pattern. Like I feel like this will be a very functional garment when it's done. So I think that last time I was maybe on a front panel or on the back panel or something, and all I've done is like a few rounds under the arms. So I have made progress. And looking at this now, I'm like, wow, how stunning. Like, it's just like It's just something in me. I said this last time, but something in me hates working on this. And I think it's like the lace and the cables, like, I don't know. It's just like every round feels taxing and like, ugh. It is so pretty. Yeah, I really should finish this. Um, but yeah, if I didn't say, this is the Rota sleeveless top by Irene Lin. I think I'm knitting the size large or the 4th size, whichever. Maybe the 3rd size. I don't have it in my notes. I think that I went down. I went down a size for fear of playing Yarn Chicken, and then I'm still on my first skein, and I have like literally 2 more pattern repeats to do. Mm-hmm. So I'm like pretty sure that I am going to have a whole extra skein that I ordered for no reason. This is the one with the Chris reaction clip from last Yarncast. Yeah. Where the pattern is written out line by line.
Yep, it's not charted or anything.
Yeah, if there was a chart maybe that would help. I don't know, because I'm like reading wise, like it's the same. Like I don't know, but just my brain understands charts better, I think. So yeah, I need to decide if I'm finishing this up or what I'm gonna do with it, because I have 3 summer garments actually that are still on the needles, and it is October 5th, so I kind of want it to be done, and I feel like it wouldn't take that long, but because it is worsted weight. I'm using Juniper Moon Farm Cumulus in the color Greyhound. So it's pretty like thick yarn. This is 100% this is a cotton nylon blend, I think, actually.
Yeah, I think so.
But it's like pretty thick. Bye. And like it doesn't take long to like add length to, like 1 row is pretty significant in terms of like the amount of length. So it like won't take that long, but
yeah, I feel like it's
hard.
Like trying to finish it, and rather trying to finish it at this point in time.
Yeah.
But do you think you would if you left it on the needles, do you think you would pick it up again next year?
Yeah, I would probably pick it up in March, and it could be like a quick win. So, and I have it marked like where I'm at in the pattern, and all of that like housekeeping stuff. So it will be finished eventually. I just don't know when.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But so I kind of like was working on those 2 things and some other projects that are now in hibernation. And then everything was blown out of the water when I discovered that I had yarn that I could use for this project, this next project. So it isn't going to look like much, but this is my Althea top by Emma Mayer.
Cute.
It is at this point just a garter stitch tube, but you work also these channels on the side in double knit, and then you make... Oh, ooh. James, they're in here.
Sorry.
Okay.
Too loud, but okay.
AirPods moment.
Oh.
So you work 2 meter long I-cords and thread them through these channels. So then when the top is done, it has like cute ties on the sides. So this, I was like literally like scheming how I was going to get yarn for it, because I was like, I'm not supposed to be buying yarn. And the suggested yarn is BC Garn Summer in Cashmere, which is 90% cotton and 10% cashmere. And so I was like researching yarn. I was on yarnsub.com. Like I was like really trying to figure it out. And I was like, I can't find anything. And then somebody made this project in a yarn that I had sitting in my stash. And it was like some of my like older stash yarn from last summer. And so I was like, this is perfect. So I'm using Queensland Collection United. This is silver gray, and I got 3 balls of this at a yarn store that unfortunately closed down last summer. And I'm making the 3rd size, by the way. So this is a sport weight top. I'm using 3.25 millimeter needles, and the pattern is like really quite simple, but also quite clever. So you can see I'm working in the round in garter stitch, but it's all knit. So you do short row turns, like all the way back and forth.
Oh.
So you do end up with this kind of like, you can sort of see the line here, but it's not very noticeable. But that's where the turn is happening.
Mm-hmm.
And that's down the center back. So I feel like if that really bothered you, I think you could actually move it to in between the 2 channels on one of the sides if you wanted to. Like if you were really bothered by this, but I think since it's down the center back, it's fine. So I am probably, I want to say like 2/3 of the way through the body. I think I'm at like 18 centimeters, and I need like somewhere close to between 25 and 30 or something. So I'm getting close. And then you do the 2 meter long I-cords that I mentioned, and then you do double knit straps. So I feel like this could finish up pretty quickly if I focused on it. But sort of a similar thing happened. A similar thing happened that originally like what I mentioned with this project, where like when I found out I had yarn for this project, I like stopped working on everything else and then was only working on this. But then I came back from Ireland and I was like, I'm casting on with my Ireland yarn, and then I put this to the side. So this has been a little neglected, but of my 3 summer garments, I'm most excited about this one. It's like, yeah, again, very simple, but very effective. And I think it's going to be like a really cute piece to have in my wardrobe for next summer. So I have to decide if I'm going to like try to finish it now or leave it. I definitely would love to reclaim some of my cables so that I can start other projects, or put some of my abandoned whips back on the needles, but we'll see what happens.
I feel like my vote would be you finished this one. You finished like one of the 3, and then since you're the most excited about this one, I feel like it would be good to finish this one.
Yeah. Sorry.
You're good.
I don't see them.
It's so funny. I feel like I'm knitting so slowly on this top. Like, it's a really quick top, but then I feel like I knit so slowly on it because I just feel like everything's gonna fall off.
Yeah. It is like a very like not delicate, but like you have to like kind of, it's, I don't know. Concentrate. You have to focus on it for sure. So before I get into my Ireland cast on, I will talk about some socks that I showed last time. Sorry. Okay. So I have one finished sock, and then I have the other one on the needles. So these are just a pair of vanilla socks.
Cute.
That I'm knitting with Rosa Pomar Retrosaria Rosa Pomar Mondim. So it is a nylon-free 100% Portuguese wool sock yarn. This is the color 80M. And I'm knitting, I guess, like, if, you know, I'm not really, like, I don't need to follow the pattern anymore, but, like, it's the I'm So Basic Socks by Summer Lee. So I kind of just cast on and do whatever. I think I did 1x1 rib on the cuff for these. I don't know why, I kind of felt like it, I guess. And then I did a heel flap and gusset. And yeah, these are kind of just like a fun experiment to see how it is to have non-superwash socks. So I guess, yeah, that's another thing to mention. It's 100% Portuguese wool and it's not treated in any way. So these will take a little more special care and maintenance, but I am kind of excited to see like how they feel on my feet because like all my other socks are superwash, and so there's like a tiny bit of like just a weird feeling of like I don't know how to describe it exactly, but like you can almost feel like the like plasticiness of it or something.
I see, okay.
I don't know. Like I just feel like I feel it on my feet that the yarn is superwash. And so I think it'll be interesting to see how these feel and if they feel different or maybe, you know, that's just how wool socks feel or something. But yeah, not too much to say about these. I am a bit unhappy with how the yarn is pooling. So this one, it pooled on the foot like this, and you can see the leg was like nice and kind of spread out. But then the pooling carried onto the other cuff. So the second sock, I'm on the heel. But yeah, the pooling kind of continued on the cuff, and I'm hoping that after the heel, like it'll stop. Because I'm like, this one I wasn't too upset about it because I was like, okay, well the foot won't be showing, right? Like just the cuff will be showing. But this one, the cuff is also pooling, so I'm kind of, I don't know, I could have alternated skeins or like done something about it. So like I don't care too much to the point where I like was gonna do something about it, but it is a little annoying. And I'm also holding this Regia 2-ply in this like sort of corresponding color. Yes. I don't see your keys. No, I don't think so. I checked my desk. Did you check your pants? It's not on the desk. Sorry, we're looking for keys over here. Yeah, I use this Regia 2-ply to hold with the heel, or to hold with the Mondim for the
I can't hear you anymore.
Testing?
Oh, okay. You're back.
Sorry. I don't know what happened. I think my mic came undone. But yeah, so since the Mondim is nylon free, hopefully the 2-ply with nylon in it will give it just that little bit of reinforcement that it needs. And they'll be longer lasting socks. So we'll see how those go. Kind of a fun experiment to knit up. I do have another sock that I will just briefly mention.
Ooh, cute.
This is also an acquisition, and this is a fail. So this is Lang yarn sock, just their normal regular old sock yarn. And I have tried, these are my sardine socks. So I've tried 2 times to knit sardine socks, and I've ripped back to the cuff multiple times. I'm like obsessed with the cuff and how it looks, and I think they're going to be so cute. The first time I tried this like French pattern, Le Chaussée something, that's like sardine socks. And the sardines are like swimming horizontally around the sock, but that had some really long floats, and I was like having a hard time with my tension. So I frogged that, and then I started the Packed Like Sardines socks by Charlotte Stone from Stone Knits. And I think I'm going to try those again, but my tension was too tight, and I couldn't get, like, not even the first full repeat of the color work. I couldn't get it over my heel. So, yeah. So these hopefully will be a very cute pair of sardine socks next time. But right now they are a fail and they are frustrating me. So, we'll see how those go. But yeah, and then my last whip is with my Ireland yarn that I mentioned. So I decided to, like, when I went to Ireland, before I went to Ireland, I, like, wrote down a bunch of projects that I wanted to make, and then, like, yarn quantities for those projects. So one of the projects is called the Alma Sweater by Kiss Kiss Rhinestones. And I wanted to pick up some Blarney Woolen Mills Donegal tweed hand knitting wool.
Oh, I didn't realize it was tweed.
Yeah.
Oh, gorge.
Yeah, so I got these two colors. This is ruby and pink rose. And the Alma sweater is a micro striped raglan. So this is my progress so far.
Cute.
And the yarn is, like, just delightfully tweedy. Like, you can kind of see all the different flecks, the blue and the red, purple, green in there. It's like, I really love how this is knitting up. So, it's very warm in here, so I, like, hate having this against me, but I think I'm knitting, I should do better about noting down what sizes I'm knitting, but I'm usually knitting the 3rd or the 4th size of a pattern. I'm using 4.5 millimeter needles, and I mentioned my yarn already. I think this has been pretty easygoing. I, like, finished the yoke in, like, a week, and then I kind of put it aside for a while. Like, I felt like I was sort of in a knitting slump, and I focused on some of my smaller projects. 'Cause that's the thing about when you keep casting on, you never finish anything, and then you feel like kind of, I don't know, I miss that feeling of, like, having a finished object. So it was nice to take a break and, like, finish a few small things. But then, like, the last week or two, I've been working on it again, and I got a lot done on the body. And it's even, like, kind of scrunched and rolling up. I only have, I think, what was it? Like, I think I have, like, 8 centimeters left on the body. So, like, not very much at all before I start the ribbing.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
So it's 2-row stripes?
Yes. Yeah, so the pattern says you don't need any kind of jogless method. But there is a jog.
Yeah.
So you can see, yeah, like, where the two colors sort of meet. But it's fine. It's in the underarm, so, you know, nobody's gonna look there.
Are you just carrying the yarn up then?
Yes, that was a big lesson I learned from my Stripe Hype sweater, was to carry yarn and not to have, like, 12 million ends to weave in. So yeah, I am definitely carrying the yarn. Trying to be mindful of my tension so that it doesn't, like, create a weird, like, puckering or anything on the side. And I think other than the jog, like, it is fine so far. But this is actually my first top-down raglan also.
Yay!
So we'll see how I feel more, like, about the fit and everything. I did try it on today for the first time, and I think it's fitting pretty well. And I think I'll be happy with the length also that the pattern calls for. So, hi, Potato.
Hi, Potato.
Yeah, and Microstripes are kind of having a moment right now in the knitting community. Petite Knit just released her Frankie sweater, I think, and it's kind of the moment. So, I feel happy to have cast this on already. Feel like I'm ahead of the curve. So, yeah, it's definitely a little out of my comfort zone in terms of colors. I was originally looking at a dark blue and a light blue when I was at Blarney Woolen Mills for this, but I was like, okay, just go out of your comfort zone. And I did, and I feel really happy with how this looks, so.
Cute.
Yeah.
I love it. It'll be great for Valentine's Day too.
True. Yes, it is very much pink and red vibes. But yeah, that's my last whip that I have.
Cute. Very good, very good.
Yippee.
Yay, whips. Yeah, I feel like probably what's gonna happen is we're gonna get to our end podcast and my knitting mojo will be back and then I'll talk about these random things that I didn't talk about, but that's the hope. But yeah. Not sure if that'll actually happen.
Yeah. I know. I am hoping for some renewed knitting mojo. I think the cold weather helps for sure.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause yeah, summer you just want to go out and do stuff.
Yeah.
Have fun. And it's too hot to touch wool as well. So.
Not for me, but.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. How should we?
I don't know.
Do this acquisition situation. I didn't think about groupings. I have my flock haul and then I have an EKF pre-order. So
okay. I have some random stuff, my Ireland yarn, and then my impulse purchase.
Well, if we can both just do 3 groups. We can just do 3 because I can split my flock haul into yarn and then not yarn.
Yarn and not yarn. Okay, yeah. We're talking about knitting potato.
Yeah, so we just wrapped up talking about our finished objects and our work in progresses, and now we're moving on to acquisitions. It's a very heavy acquisition quarter, as we prefaced at the beginning of the podcast,
Totally.
due to traveling and fiber festivals. So, it's okay. But our last episode was our least amount of acquisitions ever. I think the only thing that I showed was a free yarn or something like that.
Yeah.
So, balance.
Balance. It's all about balance. Everything in moderation. Including limiting yourself.
True. I guess I can start.
Sure, yeah.
So I'll just start with my EKF middle of the map pre-order yarn. It's all still in plastic too. So let me
Yeah, exactly. We got the most acquisitions now to balance our least acquisitions.
To balance, yeah. Okay. So what did I get? So firstly, I got 1 skein of the color Upstate on the new Teton Sport base. So this is a sport base. This is sport weight yarn, and it's 80% merino, 20% nylon. So I'm planning to make sport weight socks with it.
Ooh.
Gorge, love it. Very fall, so this will be really fun.
Yeah.
And then I got 2. Okay, so EKF offered the linen sock base for the first time for their farmers market pre-order from last fall.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got that and I loved it. Still haven't worked with it. I was planning on making a tee for this summer, but that didn't happen. And so I got 2 more tee quantities from this order, and then maybe some more from Flock. So I got 2 skeins of Squim on linen sock. So this is a 80% non-superwash merino, 20% linen base. And it's so soft. I freaking love this base. I still haven't worked with this, but I love it so much. And so I believe I was planning on making, actually not a tee, I was planning on making the twist loop top with it. So tank.
Oh.
By Other Loops.
Yeah, that would be cute.
Yeah, I believe that was the plan for this one. And then I cannot remember what my plan was for this. This is Trailhead. I think it might have been like a ribbed square neck tank actually. I think might have been the plan for this, but I'm not positive. Obviously it can change as well. 2 is just very versatile for me because I can make typically a tee or any tank I can make with 2 basically, and then I can make a lot of tees too. They're both fingering weight, so yeah, that will be my first section. This is also on the linen sock if I didn't say that, but yeah, that was my middle of the map pre-order.
Cute. Haul. Love that. It is very autumnal. Okay, so one of my random acquisitions, I went up to Tahoe, more specifically Truckee, so I had to pop into Atelier in Truckee while I was up there, and they always have their sale bin right by like the entrance to the yarn part of the store, and I always take a look in the sale bin, and they had 3 balls of this Queensland Collection Myrtle. That's cool. Which it says it's 100% vegan silk. But then it also says 100% lyocell. So I think that they mean that lyocell is like the vegan silk. But it's supposed to be sustainable and compostable, spun from eucalyptus. And this is the color Midnight. So I got 3 balls of this on sale, which I'm pretty happy about. I think it'll probably be a ranunculus, maybe, or some other kind of like flowy summer top, because it is like quite shiny. So I feel like I need a top that kind of like where the shininess works, I guess. So we'll see. And then one of my other like sort of random one-off acquisition is actually my Flock acquisition. And I know we said I wasn't at Flock, but Chris very kindly picked up 3 skeins of Terrapin Fiberworks. I think this is, Chesapeake DK. Ooh, okay, it looks very orange. But this color is called Golden Gate Bridge. And this is from the Bay Area Yarn Crawl earlier this year, but they dyed more of it to bring to Flock. It's definitely coming across a little more brown, a little more orange than it looks in real life. Like it is much, that's maybe a little more color accurate. It's like a little redder, a little more coppery.
Yeah, that looks more.
But yeah, so this is 100% cotton, DK weight. I think I would like to try to make a Winnie top, the Lily Kate Makes pattern. With the like lace edging with this, but I'm not sure about how the cotton will do with that, so it could be any variety of things. I was thinking maybe another vacation vest as well, so we'll see, but I got 3 skeins of that and a cordsmith. Cute. But I left the cordsmith in the living room, so
yeah, my haul is definitely missing a couple items, but not key items.
So that's my group 1.
All right, so my next group is the big one because this is going to be my Flock yarn. So I already showed 2 of them. So I got the Ritual Dyes Undyne DK in the black color for my Ripple crop top, and then I got the Surprise Mini Super Glow. So I guess we'll start with the EKF because, So back on the linen sock trend, I got 2 skeins in Contemplation.
Ooh.
And I think my plan for this was going to be the Luna tee, I believe it is. Okay. So like a broken rib, like tighter fitting tee. Because I was like, I don't really have a lot of neutrals. And so I feel like having like a neutral fitted tee would just be like so cute and like super polished and like good for any season. So I think like this color was, I believe, part of the Solstice boxes from last year, if I remember correctly. I'm not positive though. But seeing it in person, just like, this is a color that I would never like order online because like, I don't know, like I can't tell what browns are going to look like on my skin tone, but I think that it looks quite decent.
Yeah.
So yay, more linen sock for me. So now I have 4 two skein quantities of linen socks. Okay. So yeah. Anyway, okay, and then of course, Terrapin Fiberworks was the other. Honestly, EKF, like I love EKF, but they weren't on like the top of my list for going to, just because like I have so much EKF. But the top of my list was Terrapin Fiberworks because I've ordered online from them. I have used the Chesapeake DK for a tee before, and like I love it. It's so cool. I just like loved working with the cotton, and I like wearing cotton a lot. So I just wanted to try more from them, more of the plant-based stuff. So I got their vegan sock base. So this is called Anacostia sock. It's 40% cotton, 40% tencel, and 20% elastic.
Ooh.
This is the color Futurist, which is the main skein, and then the mini is Poison Ivy.
Cute.
So I was undecided on whether I wanted to make like a tight bra or to make socks. With it, I think I'm probably gonna end up making socks, but maybe I'll make like a bra or something just to like test out the elastic. It feels so good, like so nice. So that was one of the acquisitions from Terrapin, and then I got 3 more skeins. This is the Harbor Fingering base, which is 70% cotton, 30% linen. And this is the shade. Oops, I knocked my mic. This is the shade Marionberry. This is the shade Carl the Frog. By frog, I meant fog. Carl the Frog for all you SF people. Yeah.
That's
and I'm
so
planning
pretty.
on making a striped tee with this is the base and this is the stripe.
Cute.
Yeah, I also like wasn't sure what to get because like so many of the colors I really, really loved, and then like I saw this like kind of together and I was like, oh yeah, I've been wanting to make a striped tee, but like never bought yarn for a striped tee, just because like I keep buying so many like colors and stuff like that, and so I never really have like good neutral basics to just like make a basic striped tee. That's what this is gonna be. I don't know which pattern. I have the Tombow tee, so maybe I'll make that by Florence Miller. We'll see. Haven't decided, but very excited for this too. Yeah, the cotton linen feels so good. Like, oh, I just want to wear it. Okay. Then also one of my other favorite bases is Undine DK or Undine. So this is a 60% cotton, 40% linen. So it's similar to the Terrapin, but Terrapin was 70-30. This is 60-40. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. This is the Undine fingering base, and this was the show colorway. Which
it's gorgeous.
Oh my god. When I saw that, because I don't know, I feel like for Flock this year, I didn't look up too much of what the vendors were bringing. But then like I walked up to Rachel Dye's booth and I was like, because this is my favorite base like that I've worked with so far, just like in general. I love this base so much. And really I've just made the vacation vest, and then I have the ripple crop top, which is in the DK. But I loved it. So this is the color Wisteria. It was the Flock 2025 color. I think I had a plan for this. I mean, it's going to be a tee. So.
Some tee. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think I got 3 just in case, because it has 382 yards, so it's less than 400. So I think just in case I got 3. But I don't think I had a specific tee in mind, just a tee. Like a plain simple stockinette tee.
Nice.
Okay, and then I got neon pink.
Cute.
This is from. Wait, I don't know who. Oh, Kraeo, Kraeo.
Okay.
That's so funny. I like don't even know. It's called Twisted Sister Fingering 2-ply. It's an 85% merino, 15% silk, 490 yards for 100 grams. It's called Bleeding Heart.
It's pretty.
I've been wanting like a neon pink, and I think I'm probably gonna make a mini mock neck for this. I just want like a neon tank.
Yeah,
yeah. That's what that was. It's so soft. It's so nice. And then from Viking Fiber Co., I got this yarn. It's Nornir DK, non-superwash US grown, 60% RWS Shanico, and then 30% Corriedale, 10% Gray Romney, 230 yards for 100 grams. in the color Ginung Gap Gap. I don't, I'm so sorry. I no clue. But the thing with this base specifically, so this is like a milled base for Viking Fiber Co. specifically.
Oh.
I think they're based in northeastern America.
Okay.
Northeast US. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the Northeast, I believe. And so this wool blend is milled specifically for them, but there was like a little bit of inconsistency in this. Oh. It's been a while. There was some inconsistency with this batch, with I think the plying or the twist or something like that. I'm just speedy. And so it's discounted. So I think it was either 20 or 30% off.
Nice.
So yeah, it's super soft. I'm really excited. I'm planning on making like a gray beanie. It might be cabled, it might not be. It might just be ribbed. Because I have a lot of, like colorful beanies, but I don't have any like neutral beanies that are handmade. And so I feel like this will be a nice neutral beanie and like a fun little fiber combo. And then if I have leftovers, then I'll make mittens. So yay! And that's my flock yarn haul.
Yarn. Just the yarn. Yes. So now I have my bigger group, which is my Ireland yarn. So I got to go to 3 different yarn places in Ireland. I say yarn places because they weren't all like yarn stores, I guess. Hedgehog Fibers was the first one. Blarney Woolen Mills is the second one, and then This Is Knit in Dublin. So the first one I went to was Hedgehog Fibers. And I mean, they just have like the most beautiful colorways. So I hope you'll be able to like see this come across. But this is their twist sock in the color Pixie. And it's just this like really beautiful, like pink, blue, purple, yellow. There's like a little bit of orange in there. It's got brown speckling in it. Like, this is going to be a very pretty pair of socks. And I'm excited for it. They also have minis of their socks. So this is Birthday Cake. And this is like a pinky purple with like blue and magenta speckling.
Cute.
And then they have a little potluck bin. So I told James to pick out a yarn. Well, I had told him to pick out a yarn from like the shelves, not even the potluck bin. And he picked one out, and then I saw it in the potluck bin, which is like yarn that didn't turn out the way that they wanted it to. So this is, I think, the color Hibiscus. Wow, okay, that is vibrant.
Whoa.
Yeah, so James picked this out, but then I saw it in the potluck bin.
Oh, I see. That's so fun.
Yeah, so we got it 25% off, and it's like this, mainly red, but it has like, yeah, blue, purple, black. Like, it's, I love their colorways. And then the other thing that I had been interested in was their alpaca boucle. So they sell it as sort of a replacement for mohair. So it's a lace weight alpaca boucle, 66% alpaca and 34% silk. You get 620 meters per 100 grams. This is the color Heron. Oh, so it's like this light gray with like all different kinds of speckle
Cute
colors in it. And then this is also the alpaca boucle in the color Swamp Song. So it's like this mossy green.
I love that.
And I had seen this online and I told myself I wasn't going to get it because I feel like boucle and like moss green, like it's really giving moss. You know what I mean? Like the texture and everything. So I just was like, no, I shouldn't get that one because like whatever I make, it's just going to look like I'm trying to cosplay like a swamp creature or something, right? But then I saw it at the store and I was like, it's so pretty. And so I ended up getting it anyway. So I got 2 skeins of each of these. So I will make probably a Harlow V-neck with this one once I get a fingering weight to hold with it. And then this one I'm undecided about with the green, because I feel like I gotta think about how to make it not look swamp creature-ish.
There's nothing wrong with swamp creature.
I mean, yeah, that's true. But, like, I don't know. I just feel like it can... Like, I don't want to lean too much into it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that was everything from Hedgehog Fibers, which was a lot of fun, and I do recommend going if you're ever in Cork, Ireland. It is kind of, like, off on its own. You can't really take transit there, so we drove there. And it's, like, in this weird, like, industrial park. Because I think it's, like, their corporate office as well as, like, their storefront. So it was just kind of an interesting, like, location. But, yeah, I mean, it was, like, wonderful just to be able to look through all their colors and stuff. So that was really fun. And then we went to Blarney Woolen Mills, which is not too far away, I think. We went the same day. So I already showed my yarn for my Alma sweater, which was the Donegal hand knitting tweed. They only have 2 types of yarn at Blarney Woolen Mills. And this is the other one. It's their Aran hand knitting wool. So this is just like a classic white Aran yarn. It is 169 yards per 100 grams. And this is 100% pure new wool made in Donegal, Ireland. So I got 10 or 12 skeins of this to make something for James. So he's going to get a nice classic cabled sweater at some point in the next couple years. But yeah, I mean, it's like a pretty classic white Aran yarn, which I did get to go to the Aran Islands, but they don't have any yarn stores. They did sell some yarn in some of the sweater shops, but I'm pretty sure it was the same, but it was just more expensive since it was on an island. So, well, Ireland is an island, but, like, it was on an even smaller island. And then I got to go to This Is Knit in Dublin, and my main goal at This Is Knit was to get some Camarosa Snefnug, and I did. So I got, oh, bye, Serp. I got a bunch, oh, sorry, I'm trying not to crinkle, I got mostly black, and then I got 2 balls of the white. Good night, Serp.
Night, Serp.
Sorry, no crinkling. And this is 55% alpaca, 35% organic cotton, and 10% fine merino wool. It's a very chunky yarn. I can't tell if it's blown. I think it's blown.
Yeah, it's blown.
Yeah, so very chunky, but I am getting this to make a Super Selene, the pattern by Anne Bensel with the, like, geometric triangle color work.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yes.
Yeah, so that's why I'm trying to have my colorwork sock era, so I can figure out colorwork and then make a colorwork sweater.
Cute.
So I was successful in getting that, and then This Is Knit has
that black and white.
Yeah. So I got mostly black and then 2 balls of the white for the colorwork detail. And then This Is Knit has their own in-house line of yarn called Townhouse Yarns. So this is their Terra 4-ply. It's 80% superwash merino, 20% silk, and 20% yak. in the color
Ooh.
She's Electric. Yeah, I thought that was really interesting. I think maybe it's supposed to be a sock yarn because of the silk content and the superwash. But I got three skeins of this to make probably some kind of tee, maybe the Feels Right tee, maybe something else. I'm not sure yet, but this will certainly be some kind of tee at some point. And yeah, this is really soft. It's like very nice to the touch. And then I got, I think also 3 skeins of their Iveagh, Iveagh. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Their Iveagh lace. This is the color Smoke and Mirrors. It's looking a little gray. It's more purpley in real life, but this is 42% baby alpaca, 35% silk, 13% fine merino, and 10% yak. And it's 400 meters per 50 grams, hand-dyed in Ireland. This is really nice and squishy. I think I'm going to make the Bomnall vest by Cookie the Knitter with this. So that is all of my yarn from Ireland.
Cute.
Yeah.
I think the Snufnug is so funny because Macho was just making fun of me today for my Wednesday vest that's been hibernating for like 3 years, which is in black and white Snufnug.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny.
3 years.
Yeah, maybe that will be what I finish.
Chris, do the neckband challenge.
I know. Maybe after the Ghost Whisperer, I'll try to pick that one up. We'll see. Okay, cool. Yeah, that was such a good haul. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm so excited about all of that. I mean, you can see why I wanted to cast on immediately. Like,
oh my god, yeah, the tweed. Yeah. I would also want to cast that on immediately. Okay, I'll continue on my flock haul. This is most of the non-fiber that I got, but there are a couple like stickers that I was not going to take out or have already been put on a water bottle. So yeah. So I'm gonna start with what actually is my favorite bag that I've ever bought, which I don't have that many project bags.
Okay.
Like I probably only bought like 1 or 2 real project bags. The rest of them were either free gifts or like other drawstring bags that I've repurposed, whatever. But yeah, so I believe the creator is Mabel. And they basically just had quilted. Yeah. They just had a bunch of quilted things. And so I chose this one. I'm so glad that they had ones left over. Here's the tag of the creator. Yeah, and so it's got a little like square bottom, and then it's got this little drawstring here to cinch up like that. And honestly, I'll sometimes literally just like carry it around like a little purse, like from here.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I love it. I think the only project that I've really had in here since I got it at Flock, because I immediately cast it on the Ripple Crop Top worsted, was the Ripple Crop worsted. But you can maybe see all of the like lint that was left over. Yeah. So a little bit. Yeah. But that's fine. I mean, it is washable. I probably like won't wash it. I don't know. I feel like I don't need to. But yeah, I think it's fine. But I freaking love this bag so much. I don't know. Love it. This is my favorite.
Yeah.
Also from Mabel, I got this little like drawstring pouch situation. Drawstring? What? Zipper. Zipper pouch. I haven't used it yet. Honestly, I may not even use it for knitting unless I put like a sock project in it. I might use it just like as a pouch to put things in for like travel, or I'm thinking maybe like as a little pouch to transfer things from like different bags. Like a work backpack to like my personal like purse or whatever. I'm not sure, but it was really cute, so I bought it. And then I also bought one other bag. I actually bought both of those on the second day of Flock on Sunday. And then this one I bought on the first day, and like I don't have like regrets buying it, but I almost am like, if I bought the quilted bags first, I might not have bought this bag. But we'll see. I'm starting to use it now, so we'll see. Hi Con.
Hi,
It is
Con.
it is a Chris and Oat stream.
Wow.
But yeah, this I do love it. It's a little like puffy nylon bag.
That's so cute.
And I got the Seattle, Washington print on it. So it's very, very cute. This is by the Crafty Little Fox. Where did the logo go? I like just looked it up because whatever, but yeah. Oh, it's right here. Crafty Little Fox.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, GG 3-stream watch streak. And yeah, and this has a drawstring as well, which is really nice. Love a good drawstring.
Wow.
Has a little handle you can carry it with. And yeah, so this is the bag that I'm using now just because I bought it, so I want to use it. But yeah, I love how puffy it is and stuff. But honestly, I think like one of my favorite parts about bags is just when they like mold and like they're really thin so you can like put anywhere, which like this one is because it's more like the cotton canvas situation. And this is like puffy, like thick material. But I still like it. But again, like if I had gotten the quilt bag first, I may not have gotten this.
Yeah.
But I do like it. So yeah. So there's just the bags, and then the other thing, I got these like woven labels, which are super cute. I still haven't put any labels on any of my projects.
Cute.
But yeah, this one is from Making Treasures. This is from Shelly Can. There's little tags that you can put on your knits. This one you can like customize and like have your own pack. So they all are like different sayings and whatever, and they're like so cute. But yeah, hopefully I will start actually putting these on projects. I also got these buttons. I'm not sure if this is actually the brand, but there was a vendor there that basically just had a bunch of like vintage thrifted buttons. And yeah, I don't know. So I bought these just because they were cute.
Yeah.
Don't know what I'm going to put them on, but that's okay. And then I got this bow stitch marker from Hello Lavender.
I love that.
Hello Lavender wasn't actually there.
Oh.
But they had some of the stitch markers with oh my god, what is her name now? Little Fiber Co.
Okay.
And this is I think leftovers from the like cookware collection that they did a collab with.
Yeah.
I know. Oh my god, hi Sneep. Yeah, I freaking love this bow. I actually bought one for me and then one for my friend who doesn't craft, but she like her favorite color is blue and she loves bows. Oh, I'm also wearing a bow necklace. I saw a Leve. I don't know if you can see it really well, but maybe.
Oh, cute. Yeah. Kind of.
I saw Leve yesterday. This is from the Leve Catbird collection. She was incredible. So anyway, that's random aside. And then the last thing that I have with me, and I cannot remember who the creator is, but there was one stand that had a bunch of 3D printed things, including the little like yarn spinner situations, including handheld ones, and then also like some hand 3D printed like Cordsmiths and stuff like that. Not Cordsmith branded, but like the similar like hook thing. So yeah, I don't know. I haven't used it yet, but I just wanted one that I could like put on a table.
Yeah.
But yeah, you basically just like put your yarn ball on it and then you can just spin. Maybe I'll actually use it for my Ghost Whisper. I don't know. A little yarn caddy. So it was really interesting. I think I talked about this in the Discord, but I feel like Flock 2023, the first year, what did I say there was a lot of?
Hand-dyed. Maybe
there was a lot of hand-dyed things and then something. I don't know. I'd have to go back and check. 2024 had so many Cordsmiths. Like everybody had a Cordsmith. 2025 had so many mini minders. So like basically a yarn caddy that hung from a wrist strap. So many of those. So it was really interesting seeing like the trends like, go. Yeah, maybe it was just mostly like hand-dyed yarn, and then as the Flock has progressed, there's been more fiber and more like non-superwash yarns. So very interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna go next year because I have all this yarn I need to knit through.
Yeah, that's fair.
But we'll see. Maybe. Never say never. So my final acquisition is I impulse bought yarn to make the Nomad sweater by Kuto Vakika, Veronica Lindberg. So I bought some drops Flora in the shade Amethyst. The purples are not looking very purple, but this is like a stormy kind of purple color. So I got 12 balls of this, and then I got 1 ball of the same yarn in black because there's a blanket stitch edging on the sweater. So I have swatched. On the recommended needle size, I got...
Oh my god, you did it in the round and everything. Wow.
Oh, I always swatch in the round.
So responsible.
Well, actually, except this one where I swatched flat. But usually I swatch in the round. This one is the recommended needle size. I got 20 stitches per 4 inches, which the pattern calls for 17 stitches for 4 inches, which I achieved on, let's see, the recommended needle size was 5 millimeter. I achieved the gauge for the pattern on a 6 millimeter needle.
Oh.
So I went up 2 needle sizes.
Okay.
And I think actually it's like not too see-through. Like it definitely, if you compare the swatches side by side, like it looks like this one is more see-through, at least in person. But I like held it up against myself, like, and walked around and stood in the bathroom in the light and like tried to see if I could like, you know, because I don't want, especially because this yarn is what, 35% alpaca, 65% wool, so it'll probably stretch out over time lengthwise. So I just didn't want it to become like a sheer sweater, even though I'll probably wear something underneath it. But I'm probably going to go ahead with this gauge because it's not like too see-through. So, because you like can't see me behind it. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. That is my final acquisition, and I am not buying yarn for the rest of the year. So, you know, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll see.
Famous last words.
I have so much to keep me occupied, though, so I currently am not really in, like, again, with, like, the Knitting Mojo.
Yeah.
I haven't really been in, like, a looking at yarn mood either. I will say the new EKF collection releases that are coming out are so tempting.
The Wicked collection?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that I have the strength to resist, so.
I believe in you.
We'll see.
Cool.
Epicon should sleep.
True. Epicapipso.
Yeah, cool.
I guess that's it. Yeah. I feel like we blazed through that.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I just like got a little bit more Knitting Mojo back, which is like really nice. So hopefully I'll finish the Ghost Whisperer and then maybe I'll be able to get back on my Traveler crew and like finish that. So
yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, I really am hoping to get like that the cold weather. Well, it's not even cold here. Like it's 68 degrees right now, Fahrenheit. Let me just. Sorry.
You're good.
20°C, and it's almost 8 p.m. So it's still pretty warm here. But I'm hoping the cold weather makes me want to finish my book club cardigan. That's like the one that I'm like, that really needs some work. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Like I've done a lot of work on it and I still need to do a lot of work on it. And also, I mean, yeah, I have other things that I'm really excited to cast on and work on. So, like I've swatched for like 2 things like in the past week and I like don't even know if I'm gonna when I'm gonna be able to start them.
Yeah.
So like I'm trying to be disciplined and like finish some things before I start more things. But again, we'll see how that goes. So yeah.
Mayo, that command wasn't even in my chat. It was in Oat's chat, so it wasn't your command.
You can't take credit, Mayo. Haha.
Yeah, I think I don't know what I'm gonna do after the Traveler crew, but I feel like Book Club Cardi does fit the vibe that I'm we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. We gotta get the Knitting Mojo back.
Yeah,
before we try to embark on
especially for that project.
Yeah,
like the start is rough for the Book Club cardigan because you like haven't established the cable pattern yet, so you're like really dependent on the chart. I think, and like you're increasing like through the chart as well. So, and then the instructions are in like 3 different places. So you have to look at one place for like what to do for the edge stitches, and then you have to look at some other place to know when to do your moss stitch section, and then you have to look at the chart to see like the 2 edge panels, and it's like crazy. So
it's so much. Yeah. So yeah, I guess we'll see, but
yeah.
You know, what I could spend the month trying to finish my abandoned projects. Like, I have the sleeve of my, like,
I could do that too.
I was at a cardigan. I have the neckband of my freaking Wednesday vest. Like, no, maybe we could do that, but we'll see.
I do want to finish my Courage Henley. My traveler shawl, I'm like less inclined to like, I'm just like in no rush to see that done. But it's mainly my book club cardigan. I mean, my Ghost Whisperer, I'm also in no rush to see that done. Which maybe I should be, because I literally just have the sleeves left. But yeah, Courage Henley, I just have one sleeve and the rest of the body. So that actually could be like a quick win if I picked that up and started working on it again. But all my cables are spoken for right now, so yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, tune in December, right, to see to see what we end up doing.
Hang out in our streams, because we always we always talk about knitting.
Yeah, I talk about knitting. So. Yeah, it comes up.
Yeah. What are you planning on finishing up Silksong right now, or are you playing your spooky games?
I'm like still undecided, because I wasn't feeling well at the end of last week, so I took like 2 days off of Silksong, and then I guess that's another thing with Knitting Mojo. It's been my knitting time. What would normally be my knitting time has been my Silksong time. But then this coming week, I have plans like 2 days of the week, so I also only have 3 days to play Silksong, and I'm really trying to like, I would like to finish it soon, ish. So, or at least like get true ending, and then I can do like whatever else there is left to do, like offline or online if I want, or do a spooky game. So I think it's like all Silksong until true ending, and then maybe I'll switch it up. But yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, probably same. Because I got credits, but then literally like just stopped, and like me getting credits, like nothing. Like I have probably like 0% completion. Like I have nothing. I have base masks. Like
yeah.
I have nothing. So yeah. I'll probably try to at least get true ending on stream. But I don't know, man. It's such a long game, so
it is. We'll see. It really is. Yeah. I was like, maybe it's big enough now that like there would be a yarn collection. Like some indie dyer would do like a hand-dyed Silksong yarn collection.
I feel like probably some really small indie dyer that like all of our communities like don't follow has maybe done one.
Maybe.
But like Nerdy Knits Yarn Co., like I think that's their name, who like does the Stardew collections and stuff, like has never done a Hollow Knight one.
Yeah, Fangirl Fibers.
Fangirl Fibers hasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I believe Red Door Fibers has tried to play Hollow Knight, if I remember looking at a story. But I'm not sure if they finished it or not. And I so also am not sure if it's like, like a big enough like emotional investment that they would be.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to know like how big is your niche, you know, like in the context of all the other niches.
Yeah. But our entire nail polish Hollow Knight community like went like bonkers over the freaking Arcana Lacquer collection. That was so fun.
Which, I mean, I love that. Like, I took off my fungal wastes, but I'm gonna put on Infected Crossroads next time I do my nails. Yeah. So love excited. That. Yay. All right. Wow.
That's it.
Yeah. GG Yarncast Q3. GG
Yarncast. Good times. We'll see. I mean, it's the same thing for me, where like Silksong is taking up my knitting time as well. So yeah. All skills raised.
That's funny.
Ha ha ha. So funny.
Colette.
All right. Let's see.
Speaking of Silksong,
is she playing Silksong?
Yeah. Speed completion.
Oh, I was like, I thought she finished the game, but there's still achievements.
Yeah,
to be
Chivos. Although, okay, she's not too far in.
Runs. Silksong.
Yeah, a lot of Silksong.
Yeah. Some blueprints.
More Silksong.
Yeah, I mean, we can go anywhere.
I mean, I'm down to raid Colette.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Cool.
Oh yeah, especially, is this Act 1?
Yeah. I think she's in Act 1.
Oh, this thing is in Act 1? I haven't gotten this.
Oh, really? Yeah, technically this is Act 1.
Yeah, thanks for hanging, everyone.
Yeah.
We both have Discords.
Yes, true.
If you would like to join and keep up with when we're next going live. I have no clue when I'm going live. It honestly, I just can't. Honestly, like maybe tomorrow, but also maybe not tomorrow. So who knows?
Tomorrow or sometime.
Yeah.
I'll be live on Tuesday afternoon with more Silksong. Yay. Yeah, we're sending you over to Colette. She's doing speed completion, sub 30 hour, 100% no route attempt in Hollow Knight Silksong.
I love that. What a great descriptive title. Why is this not expanding? Hello. Okay. Yeah, thanks for hanging, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't want spoilers for Silksong, obviously there are spoilers, but she's like earlier.
Yeah, this is Act 1, so
yeah,
pretty early. Yeah.
All
Are
right.
you ready to press the button?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to press now.
I pressed.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Oh wait, did you already start the raid?
Yeah.